Alright guys, today's the day. We are going to look at a Silverton 40 foot small yacht. It is a 1940. It's a 1984, so it's an older boat. I have to stop and admire my flower garden on the way out. So we are heading to Boston. Actually not Boston, Charlestown in Massachusetts. It is a 3-hour drive. The boat is a very good price, and so we're hoping that it dirt road. Oh, it's a good test on the new gimbal though. So let's see, instead of using the dash cam, we'll see when we go do the playback. So it's what, 5 of 8. It's a 3-hour drive.
We're getting coffee first.
Oh, we're getting coffee and a sandwich, please.
Okay.
Oops, there we go. Sorry. Okay, now we're on a really bumpy road, so you guys tell me what you think. Oh, I'm all shiny. Tell me what you think of this new gimbal. Are we pretty steady or are we not pretty steady? John, what do you think? Our friend John, who said that my filming as of lately has been really wonky. I'm all over the place, and he said I made him seasick.
He made a pun when we're looking at the Beneteau that it made him seasick.
That dog doesn't live there.
Well, he has a buddy there. So. Neighbor's dog wanting into the other neighbor's house.
That was so funny.
Probably
Well, it was the Great Dane, so he's standing there looking in the window at the house at them. Oh, the things you see in the morning when you're taking off. Okay, that was really funny. Okay, so we're gonna stop for coffee. We're headed to Massachusetts, and we're gonna go look at a boat. And hopefully, when we get there, the owner, the captain of the boat, will let me film. I'm hoping, so I can take you guys on a tour with us. So, wish us luck. I'm hoping this is the one. It ticks a lot of the boxes, a lot of the things that I'm requiring. And once we get past that point, I will send Mitch to go look at the engine and the mechanics.
Excuse me.
And all that stuff that Mr. Retired Coast Guard here of almost 30 years, not retired for 30 years, but in the Coast Guard for almost 30 years, I'll let him take his expertise over.
Prepare to be boarded.
Prepare to be boarded.
Heave to and prepare to be boarded.
All right, I need coffee. Way more coffee. Okay guys, we are here at the Charlestown Marina. That was a long drive, and I didn't even need a bathroom break. I'm gonna turn you around. Okay, I'm not sure which. I suspect that, no, that's not the boat. So we gotta go find it. We're in Charlestown Harbor.
Ready?
I am ready.
So you're going to be to the top gate, so it might be this.
The top gate?
Yeah, here's one on each side.
Okay. Well, I will pick up when I've got something good to show you guys. Okay, here we are. Sorry, filming.
You filming you or filming the boat?
No, I'm filming the boat.
Yeah, this is Wanderlust. I did not name her, but
There she is.
there is no witness yet. I've got about 250 yards of anchor line. Not yards, feet. Sorry, I'm a scientist. I work in metric too much.
So no windlass.
There's no windlass, yeah. So the anchor line goes down into a forward hatch in the V-berth in here. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, but there is an anchor. Okay.
There is an anchor, yeah. The deck is in pretty good shape. There's some occasional, you can see like sun cracking and stuff. Yeah. But, you know, it's 1984.
It's not soft.
Yes. There is one tiny soft spot about this big right over there. I can show you when we get aboard.
Okay.
But I've had the boat almost a year now. It hasn't grown at all, and I've been tracking it.
Okay.
So, she's in need of a bit of a wash. So we did that this morning.
Aren't they always?
They always are. I got stuck working this morning, so.
That sucks.
Yeah, right. And so, bringing it out this way, these are floating docks, so the fingers be kind of.
Yeah, it needs a little waxing and stuff.
Yeah.
Oop, oh, the dock just moved.
And I wanted to see.
Okay, so up the stairs. All right, I think I'm not going to record.
Remember, right? And a nice ladder to come up the stern, if you so choose. We didn't. We did this staircase because taking this in backwards and going up the swim platform is harder, in my opinion, that with like groceries and things. We were using it as a liveaboard, so it.
Well, that's our intention.
Yeah,
we're just retired.
Winters down in the Bahamas.
Hey, I love that.
That's the intention.
Love that idea.
Well, we're retired.
Yeah.
RV stuff. RV parks are too crowded. And you just go out, drop the hook, and.
Yep, that's the dream for me too.
Yeah.
This it was my dream to live on the boat. Unfortunately, Boston winters were a little too much for my wife, and here we are. So we're
coming from Wayne, north up in Maine.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's a Mainer, and I've lived up here myself.
Yeah. So you know, nice big deck. This is a faux teak foam.
Yeah.
Cleans easily. I have a whole extra roll of it in the inside if you ever wanted to replace it.
It's
nice and easy.
Real teak.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a very simple bridge. There's no electronics at the moment besides a brand new VHF.
And that's the only helm.
That's the only helm.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's, as you can see right there, is a full set of isinglass. It enshrouds the bridge, but not the aft deck.
All right. Do you have the bimini for back here, or
no?
The toilets, I can't remember. Are they fresh water or salt water flush?
Those are raw water flush. That has a holding tank, a 35-gallon holding tank. We get pumped out when we were living aboard. We got pumped out once a week here. It turns out that this, with 2 adults on it, you can get pumped out once every 10 to 12 days before it's a problem.
Exercise or take her offshore.
That's the other option. Luckily, the marina in the winter here does pump outs for us whenever you want.
Okay, it is like carpeting. So we're looking at your pictures online. I'm like, what the heck is that?
That was the back in the day.
Yeah.
It was insulation too.
Yeah, and it helped a little. It didn't help a lot.
Yeah.
What else was I gonna say about the toilet? Oh, so the heads. There's 2 heads, and has a brand new toilet pump I put in. That would have been December. Not a brand new toilet pump. No, she's not. She's from Colorado, actually.
Oh, okay.
But I got that in Costa Rica.
Oh, okay.
Does the sofa come with it?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
It actually was custom built for this boat. Mainly, as you know, if you've been on boats much, getting furniture that fits it's very comfy.
That is nap worthy.
It is nap worthy. That is for sure.
By the way, this is Luke. We're going to remember for posterity.
Yeah, there you go.
He's the boat owner.
So you can come on down here to the galley. Nice drop galley. I like the space of all of it. Nice little dinette. Full fridge, freezer. Everything's working. We're not living aboard currently, so I have everything off.
4-foot tent. That'll be a cookbook shelf.
Tons of storage in the galley, which is something I really like.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
It pulls down.
And so all those black things slide. That tequila bottle.
Cool.
No, I wish. It comes with the boat. No, seriously. So we moved in mid-August when that hurricane hit, and so we rushed here to get here in time before the hurricane because I didn't know how well it was tied down. I hadn't been to this marina much, and I was like, oh god. So we finally get into town with all of our stuff in our car. The hurricane hits, and we're in at like 3 a.m. And my friend had gave us a bottle to celebrate, and so we poured some out for Poseidon, and the boat
Oh yes,
sink.
let's not make him mad.
So that is a good luck charm in my eyes. Custom dinette with Boston Harbor, which I think is cool. Yeah. This drops
your
to
height. That might be the easiest.
Yeah, this will be my chair.
Yeah.
This drops to a bed actually, which is cool. You could sleep, 2 kids here, or
that's
2 very small adults, I guess.
Seats are comfortable. Unlike that last boat we went on, it was like it was like one of those cot mattresses for their settee, and I'm like.
And the reason we settled on this boat as opposed to a couple others we looked at was I'm 6'3" and I can stand up in the boat pretty much everywhere.
Yeah, see, we've got the polar opposite issues here.
So up here is the other, this is the forward head.
Yeah.
This shower is fully functioning. We just turned it in.
Oh, wait, we got it up. Oh, there's an entry over there too.
Yeah,
I'm like, what's wrong with them up there?
So you can close this off to be a little bedroom if you so chose.
Oops.
Okay, well, first test passed.
Right, you go that way.
Between my rear end and your big belly, we made it.
So like I said, the shower does work. We turned it into a closet for a little extra space.
I see.
Well, yeah, you got
That's a closet, yeah. Oh, pretty skirt.
I'll tell her you said that. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Oops. All right. Well.
And I'll probably want to get out of your way here so you can go into the V berth. But
we're gonna get very close here in a second.
So that's the V berth.
Also known as the VI pantry.
Yeah. We have a little wood plank with memory foam on it that goes in the middle there so it can sleep. Both my parents, who are 6 foot and 6'1" respectively, slept there for a week trip and they had a blast. Notice there's no headliner. I took that out. There was a line left. Okay. So they're both 454 Crusaders. Yeah. The starboard engine has about 1,002 hours. I say 2 because the odometer ticks off at 1,000 and I'm the one who crossed it, and that was on my second to last trip on it.
So why would there be water down there?
So, old boats like this, water kind of just comes in on
Finds its way.
It gets pumped out, no problem. It has to get up to, I think it's 3 inches from my float to engage before it pumps it out. But,
Now, what does it have for instruments?
What do you mean?
Like on the helm?
Nothing.
Nothing? Okay.
No.
So we'd need radar.
It's a Marina Queen.
GPS.
It's a Marina Queen. That said, I did take it cruising. So we bought it in August, and I took it cruising in August, September, and October. Yeah. We went 5 times in total.
And it's young. You're an expensive city.
Yep. So that's what we did. Is I got a job here that I couldn't turn down, but we thought we're never going to be able to afford to live in Boston.
Yeah.
And so we thought we were gaming the system,
don't do that. When I retired, I worked in Andover. We lived in New Hampshire at the time.
Is that a car radio?
70 mile commute one way.
Oh, God.
Is that a car radio?
It is a car radio.
Yeah.
And it actually, it is wired. The whole boat has music. You can send it forward, aft. You can send it to the bridge and down. It's actually one of my favorite little things.
It's
the instrument
funny.
panel is right here.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, there you go.
So all the
30 amp, right? Being an older
dual
one.
30 amp. Yeah. Yep. All the electronics work. You can see I have most things switched off at the moment that aren't required for keeping the boat.
Okay. All right, guys. Sorry about the gimbal dying just as I got onto the boat. I don't know what I did. I hit a button. My finger slipped.
Sign.
Mitch says it was a sign. And once again, this is a blowout. We were kind of, it ticked a lot of my boxes, but apparently the price reflected what was wrong with the boat. The first thing that I noticed before we even got into the salon or the interior was the smell.
Oh, yeah.
It was an engine smell. It was like a smoky, dirty engine, gasoline smell inside the entire boat. It was almost asphyxiating. There was water in the bulge. The bulge, the bilge. Here, I'm going to try to get you into this too. There we go. So, there we go. You guys are like going crooked. How do I do this? Okay. Anyway. There was water in the bilge. There was a little bit of a soft spot up on the deck. And the only issue I had with the galley, the kitchen, was that the countertops in any given spot, I don't think were 1.5 feet deep. So that would be an issue because I'm in the kitchen all the time. It did have 2 bathrooms. And I like that very much because we don't have 2 bathrooms right now. But at any rate, we're on our way back. We're just crossing over Portsmouth.
We're in Portsmouth going to lunch.
Oh, we're going to go to into Portsmouth to go have some lunch. Okay. These are our old stomping grounds when we lived here for 13 years.
Get out of Massachusetts before 3 o'clock.
Yeah, that was Mitch's thing. So, the boat was just very sloppily done, you know what I mean? It's like the painting wasn't quite right. The floors, despite that they had been redone, they hadn't been redone in any sort of a...
Lazy people owned it.
That's Mitch's term. Lazy people owned that boat. And we didn't expect it to be perfect. You know, we did not expect it to be perfect. The boat is 28 years old?
38.
38 years old. We did not expect it to be perfect. But it was in quite a bit rougher shape. And you know what? And that wouldn't even have scared me so much. But it had no navigational equipment whatsoever.
It was a dock queen and nobody took care of it.
Yeah, a dock queen that was never taken care of. There was no radar. There were no weather instruments. There was no autopilot. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And then once we got out and we were looking at the bottom of it, it looked like the fiberglass or the paint or something was, whatever it was peeling away at water level. And then of course I could kind of peek and see that at the water level I could see some, you know, barnacles and some sludgy stuff. And it just wasn't it. It just wasn't it. So it did tick a lot of my boxes, but it didn't tick any of Mitch's boxes. So, the search continues. Hi guys, before we end this video, I wanted to add something else that I didn't really go over while we were filming. When we got home, we were looking over the survey. The survey is kind of like a home inspection, except that it's for boats. And the one that he gave us was from 2021, so it was only a year old, or not even a year old. And, you know, so we thought that was really good. But upon reading the survey, it was done without examining the engines. It was done without getting underway and doing a boat test. So it really was not a complete survey. And it was valued without having the surveyor being able to inspect those things. And that made us very uncomfortable. That made us very uncomfortable because it was not a real survey. And we don't know anything about the surveyor's reputation, where he came from, who it was. So, I mean, I'm not saying it was shady. I'm just saying it was by... I want to say this very nicely because we really liked Luke very much. I don't feel that he was dishonest. I don't feel that he was dishonest at all. But I don't... And he admitted it, that he is not a boat person. he's not a boat person, and it showed. And I feel really bad because I think someone took him for a ride, which is very unfortunate. So we're going to be speaking with Luke, and we're going to be very straightforward with him, because if our knowledge can help him, then, you know, so much the better. But I just wanted to share that with you, that was another reason, and I didn't go over it because I didn't have that information in front of me at the time. But after looking at the survey, the boat was valued based on an incomplete and, in my opinion, very likely inaccurate survey information. So, like I said, search continues.